Hello, you can bless away today. I finally figured out why you keep losing. You keep losing. Oh, you play that combo deck, right? You know all your combos, right? Whoopie doo. Now do it. Yeah, that right there, the combo that you're doing right there, you're gonna lose because you're doing that. But your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, this is the combo that the decks make, and this is how you do it. I saw a video on it, and now I'm doing it because they did it. So yeah, yeah. So you're autopiloting the deck. You're not actually a pilot of the deck. You're just someone who picked it up and just gonna do it just because it does what it does, what it does, what it does. Don't do that. Pick up the deck. Learn the deck, the ins and outs of the deck, how to play around hand traps, how to play around board breakers, how to play around different things that in different scenarios. Don't just autopilot the deck. Don't be an autopiloter of the deck. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. I've seen so many of that. So many of that. That's what we call a bad player in Yu-Gi-Oh. Someone when someone who knows how to play the deck and they watch you play the deck and they're like, he just did that. Why? I lost personally. See, every time I make a video, it's because it's something that I've done. It's never to really truly bash you guys or to bring hate on you guys. It's to make you better as I make myself better. I noticed a couple of things while dueling competitively. Keyword competitively. You don't need to do all that stuff to win. You don't need to go all out and go into nib territory to win. You don't need to get yourself trolled to win. Sometimes. You have to understand the situation, understand the duel, understand your opponent, understand the situation, what's going on, read the situation, and make an appropriate call. Would you rather lose because you did the wrong thing or lose because you did the right thing? I would personally rather lose because I did the right thing. I made a meta call. Not really a meta call, but I'm playing Chimera as the Mina because I can afford that deck. That's the cheapest deck that I can afford, and I invested all my time into the deck, and I know the deck. That's the deck I took to YCS Orlando. I know my weakness on my deck is going second, breaking boards, and I can't fit many hand traps into the deck. So I decided to run board breakers. If I go first, I'm going to set up a lot of negates and a lot of interruption. Great. Without hand traps. If I go second, at least I can break boards and have a chance to OTK without breaking the board completely. And that was my strategy. I couldn't afford Mo Charmies, so I was like, okay, if I go second and they side in Mo Charmies or something like that, great. I play thrust. I set a card that ends their turn, and it can go back to me and have a turn to OTK them. But here's the weakness of my plan. If I win the die roll and I lose the first game and I win the second one, now with the third game, if they do side Mo Charmies and they're going first, me thrusting into a card that can skip that turn back to me doesn't happen. So I had a game plan and it was working. And you got to play test to try those things. Now, a lot of times I would side out the Azamina package every time, game 2 and game 3. Because once my opponent sided in Mochamis or they sided in Droll and all this other stuff, the chances of me getting my full combo off was very slim. And that was the best call that I've made. And it was the right call every time. Why draw your hands to all gas and you can't do anything? What's the point? So I learned that from testing and playing competitively. Now I'm starting to think if I went first, okay, and I had all these combos to do, couldn't I have just taken out those 5 Azamina package cards and that would have been 5 hand traps? Because I had 9 non-engine, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That would have been at least 14 hand traps in Chimera. I could have played it very safely and just used my hand traps to guide me the rest of the way. Could have. But like I said, my weakness on my deck was going second and breaking boards. And a lot of decks play around hand traps and without me, if they set up, even though I hand trap 1, 2, 3 times, and I have no board breaker, it's choices. So I made the right choice. I did the best that I could. It was very tiring to play and duel all freaking day. Jeez. By the time I got to like the last round, I needed to go into day two. Not even by the time the last round. Man, I was seeing cards in my hand that wasn't there. I was making moves and doing unnecessary things that I didn't need to get to the play that I need to get to. It was crazy. My last round, I was looking at my hand. I was like, activate. And my phone was like, what? Huh? What? And I was like, dang, I didn't need to activate that. I didn't need to do that. Why am I doing that? And I'm like, we're in tournament. I activated it. I have no choice. I had to force myself to go through with the play unnecessarily because I'm doing something thinking I need to do it, and I already did it. Like, I fused into the monster I already need to fuse. And I was like, in my head, okay, let me fuse into the monster I need to fuse to go to display. And I did it again. So I wasted a card and wasted material to go into a monster that I already went into to do the thing I needed to do. Silly. Oh my gosh. Dumbness. Yugioh players. The point of the video is you have your deck, you have your plays. You don't need to do the cookie cutter combo every single time. It is unnecessary most of the time. You play to the person you're playing to, you play for the situation, and you play around hand traps. Make the best board you can. If your opponent clearly doesn't have anything, you activated talents, you saw their hand, whatever, you have knowledge, and you want to just put up the board, and you can, go right ahead. At that point, there's nothing stopping you. Makes sense? Be better, be smarter, be great. Thanks for watching your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, and I end my freaking turn. It's your move.